Hey everyone, I'm so excited today to talk about a book I just finished and I read for my book club, and that is The Rosie Project by Graeme Simsion. If you haven't heard of this novel, I'm going to recommend it to you right now. This novel is about a genius genetic scientist named Don who is very socially awkward. He's very particular about how he does things. He's extremely organized and follows a routine to a fault, to the point that he basically plans and makes the same 7 meals every week, just to give you an idea. So because he's nearing his 40s, he decides it's time for him to find a wife, and with that he creates the Wife Project, where he writes a questionnaire to help find a female who is compatible with him. As well, enter Rosie. She is a young woman who is looking to find her father, and of course Don, as a genetic scientist, is able to help her by doing some DNA reconnaissance, and they end up on a bit of a crazy adventure. This novel is super sweet, quirky, and just adorable to read. I highly recommend it if you're looking for that fun book to kind of split up some denser reading. I know I tend to look for a lot of those darker books with, dark, depressing themes, and it was such a delight to pick up something different. I don't tend to laugh a whole lot at books, but this one got me laughing out loud. There were some really funny moments. I've heard the main character described as Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, and honestly I think that's a really good description. Now, I don't believe the novel ever outright says it, but the main character in this story appears, in my opinion, to have Asperger's syndrome, which is on the autism spectrum. Now, the reason I bring this up is just because I don't think the main character's actions and odd social behavior makes a lot of sense without knowing that context. So I think it's worth knowing just a little bit about it before you go into it. He just has a lot of those tics that I kind of mentioned, strong need for routine, and with that, he lacks what's considered normal sense of empathy for other people. He's not very in touch with his emotions. Certainly, he is a brilliant man, and that often goes hand in hand with syndromes like Asperger's, and is a very highly functioning, well-rounded adult considering everything. But I do think this book wouldn't make a lot of sense without that, and I heard someone say that he was a very annoying character until you realized what was going on. So I just wanted to bring that up because I do think the book reads better when you know that going into it. And because this was brought up for my book club, the person who recommended this book did tell all of us before reading it, and I definitely think that it enhanced the experience. Otherwise, this is just such a fun read. I rarely read something this lighthearted, and this book was just fantastic. I don't think it was necessarily the most accurate portrayal of Asperger's syndrome, and so don't take this as an expert guide if you're interested in learning about the syndrome. But at the same time, it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed the read. So if you haven't picked it up, please consider doing that soon. It's a lot of fun. Thanks everyone. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye.